YouTube. What's happening, y'all? 10 a.m. on the button. I made it. Broadcasting live from Safety Harbor, Florida. Welcome. Got one viewer here today. Got my coffee. Oliva Melananio. Good morning. Probably said that wrong, huh? That you say that. Melananio. Melanio. Hey, Ultimate Thief. Rafael. Nathan. Diego. España. Hola. Good morning. Buenos dias, sir. ¿Qué pasó? Oh, yeah, Michigan. Hey, man, Michigan's good weather right now. Majid, William, you guys are rolling in this morning. All right. Fix my headband here. I haven't even looked in the mirror today. This is the first time I've seen myself. It's on TV here. Hey, Static Cal, good morning, bro. William, good morning. Blues Gangster. Hey, what's up, Paul from Austria? How you doing, man? Majid from Iran. Wow, cool, bro. Hey, Jason, a couple of Q&As ago, you mentioned you were in Guatemala when you were younger. Yeah. I had a friend named Francisco, and him and his brother and sister, they moved to the United States, to Maine. Their mother met a guy, and they moved over here. And we became friends in school. I was in like fourth grade or something like that. Or no. Yeah. Yeah, I was young. I was like maybe fifth grade or something like that. And they didn't like it in the States, and they wanted to move back to Guatemala. So they did, and they invited me and a couple of other kids, and we went there, and it was great. You guys hear me and see me okay? Let me know. The chat kind of stopped there. I'm just curious. We still got it? We still rolling? All right. Okay. Good. Now I'm a little worried. There's like a fountain out back and a little bit of wind going. I tried to position this in the corner. Good. Thanks, Dave's Harmonica. Appreciate that. Good. All right. Good, guys. I'm glad you can hear and see me perfect. I was a little worried there. Got slow. Rolling, bro. What's up, Herb? Yeah, I know. So hopefully someday I can come back. I've actually been talking about Guatemala and going back. Yeah, I'm in Florida right now, John. Yeah, this is it. Check out the palm trees, right? Yep. Pretty good. All right, let's see. Let's get to some questions here. Happy Harpin and Hayward out of Lexington, Kentucky. Thanks for the lessons, bro. Thank you. I'm sorry, guys. There haven't been more formal edited lessons. I've just been absolutely overwhelmed, like completely overwhelmed. I had a little bit of time off, and really the time off was just like doing stuff at home, you know. How many reeds do I kill a year? There we go, Boris. Breaking the ice. Boris, bro. Check him out, guys. Check out this player here. I don't know how many reeds I blow out a year. So I tune them up like 3 or 4 times. So if you guys aren't tuning your harps, you got to go on YouTube, not on my channel, on somebody else's channel, like Richard Slay's or Joe Spires, the Harp Wrench channel. Find out how to tune reeds. You just scrape a little bit off the end and tune them up. So I'll tune them up like maybe 3, 4, 5 times, and then they start going bad like every day, right? So like at that point, you got to replace the reed, right? Or get a new harp. I go with the replace the reed thing, right? Because it's cheaper, and then you don't have to set up a whole new harp. You just have to set up one reed. It can be a pain in the butt to learn how to replace reeds, but once you do, it's great, right? So I don't know. Let's see. I probably replace like 5 reeds a year maximum, right? All right. Let's see. That was the first question. All right. Fall here. Espresso is good this morning. Good, Erasmo. Yeah, man. I got regular coffee. Did I enjoy the podcast? Yes. Hey, Marcos. Hey, bro. Thank you, bro. I haven't had a chance to listen to it. I listened to your playing and I jumped around, but yeah, man, I can't wait. I told you I subscribed to your channel and I'm going to check it out. All right. Can you show me the proper way to trill? All right. So I got a C harp right here. So there's a couple of different ways to do this. So the way I do it is to shake my head. And you can speed up and slow down. And you can bend too while you trill on draw notes. Now that's one way. The other way that I can't do really well is a tongue trill, which is so you're moving, you're like, for example, you're blocking holes 1, 2, and 3, playing 4, and then blocking 2, 3, and 4 and playing 1. I can't do it. I've tried for years. I don't know why I can't do it. I've spent like 15 minutes a day doing it, but Dennis Grinling does it. And most people that can do it within a minute or two or not at all. All right. Anyway, let's see. So now Junior Wells would trill like this. And sometimes Cotton would too, I think, because it sounds like it. Right. I don't think that's as good of a way because then you lose. You can't. You have to change the way you hold the microphone. So like say this cigar was a microphone, right? You can just instead of having to, and then take your hand off of it, right? All right. Let's see. DJ Tierra, any ideas on 12th position? Okay. So I do have a video on how to play in 12th position. If you haven't checked it out, search Jason Ricci 12th position. So live for this YouTube, I will tell you how I use 12th position. So anytime that a song has a lot of major chords, I'm likely to use 12th position. But I won't use 12th position if the harp is higher than like a C harp because of the amount of bending down bottom. The amount of bending down bottom, if the harp is really high, it's hard to get those notes sounding pretty. So let's see, I have an F harp here. I could probably work on it. I should work on it. I should work on playing them in a higher harp. But anytime there's a major scale needed, if the major scale is the default scale that I want to be using, maybe going in and out of it just a little bit here and there, I'm going to select 12th. It's definitely the prettiest and most expressive way, in my humble opinion, to play the major scale. It's not actually as hard as it sounds. It's the same mode. It's the same motions as the Aeolian mode in third position. So it's not too tough. It's 2 draw double bend, 2 draw, 3 double bend, 3 half-step bend, 4 blow, 4 draw, 5 blow, 5 draw. That's the first octave. All right. Oh. I have a question, Jason, from Majid. Why some chromatic harmonica players use keys like D or G? Is there any need for that? Yeah, so it's just the timbre of the harmonica. Like, well, first of all, like there might be less sharps and flats, obviously, in G, right, than there is in like another key, or there might be so many that it's easier to play it in another. But then also the way the harp sounds. So some guys will have a couple harps, but a lot of chromatic players will just use C no matter what, right? So it's kind of up to them. I'm not a big chromatic guy. I'm definitely recording some chromatic on my next record though. Like, but I gotta start practicing. It's okay. Little tiny bit of damage. It's all right. We'll smoke the damage away. All right, let's see. How important is musical theory in the learning process? How would you recommend to approach it? Okay, Raphael. Great question. So, I think that music theory is the fastest way to get your own sound. That being said, I think it's important to learn how to imitate people too. So I think listening to records is an important thing to do, and playing and then pausing and then trying that little Walter lick or Paul Butterfield lick or whatever, and then listening to it again and seeing how close you are and then trying it again and getting closer is very, very important. Okay. That being said, I think you can only get most of us can only get so far with that kind of an education, the education of imitating and creating a collection of licks. I compare it to learning language off of the television set. For example, in Spanish, if I were to say, Donde está el baño? And I learned that off the TV set. Now, I might not know what the word donde meant, and I might not know what the word está meant. And I may know what the word baño means, but I don't know, right? For sure, right? I just know that if I say donde está el baño, somebody points me in the right direction of the bathroom. However, if I learn Spanish formally and I learn what donde means and está means, where is the bathroom, baño, I can then say donde está la café, donde está la armónica, donde está el cigarro, right? I think that's right. See what I mean? So you can customize the language to yourself. It's the same thing as learning what a noun is, what a pronoun is, what a verb is, what a preposition is. When we learn music theory, we learn what notes are in the chord, what do they do, what notes are harmonies. So the first thing to do, right, is to start learning root notes. So if you've never done any music theory, learn how to play the root notes of the songs of the chords in the song. Okay, that's the first thing to do. All right, and check out my videos on root notes. Then check out my video on basic harmony, and then check out my video on like arpeggiating, like the rumba video or major triads, that kind of thing, box rhythms. I'm going to be making shortly a video. My next video is going to be on arpeggiating 6th and 7th chords. Or I'll probably start with 6 and then go to 7th chords. It's really fun, and it's nothing weird. It's stuff you've heard Big Walter and Little Walter doing all along. We're just going to break it down and put it into music theory terminology, right? All right, let's see. I'm going slow today. I'm going to have to go slow today because I'm a little slow today. See, I'm way behind. Okay. Let's see. Next question. Thanks, Panos. Ultimate Thief. Jason, can you please give some tips or advice on how to make a good 4 overblow? Okay. I can overblow 6 and almost able to overblow 5, but stuck with 4. Okay, so the first thing you want to do is get that reed a little bit closer to the reed slide. So you just go and take the covers off, go in there with a little screwdriver or a toothpick, and push that reed up until there's about the distance of another reed itself between the reed and the cover plate. Okay. And it's the same principle as overblowing 5 or 6. As a matter of fact, I think I had a harder time with 5 than I did with 4 because of the distance between the 5 blow reed and the 5 draw reed musically, like stepwise. Like it's only a half step difference, so it's a little odd. But you want to do that on both the blow and the draw reeds. Okay, so here's an A flat harp. I think this is the lowest one I brought up. Oh no, here's a low F. So it's hard to overblow the 4, but I'll still do it. See there, it's choking a little, right? So also doing it soft will be the key. Okay, it's Adam Gusso told me when I was learning it that it's very much a finesse thing. So you also see how I was doing it there. So first I played 4 blow, then I played 4 draw, and then I played the overblow. Now here, when I do it soft, it doesn't crunch like I did before. I did it too hard before. That's playing too hard. Hit it soft. About playing it nice and soft. Now, if you've never hit a 4 overblow before, try this technique. Play 4 draw, bend 4, and then blow out, keeping your mouth in exactly the same position as the draw bend. Again, 4 draw. And again, this is not a low F, so that's one of the harder harmonicas besides, the ones lower than it. All right, I hope that helped. Okay, Diego, I have a C and B flat harp. Which do you recommend I get next? What do you think, guys? I'd say that he should get an A harp, right? Get an A harp so you can play an E, because E is a big guitar key. And there's lots of stuff in the world in the key of E for blues. All right. What's up, Mal? Love you, bro. I would probably buy an A harp next. Look at that. Hey, we called it. What is the lowest harp you could control an overblow on the 4th hole? I don't know. So that was a low F. I think I have videos of me doing it like first try on out of the box low C's, right? But I don't have anything lower than that low F right now. But I do it on like the new record on City Country City. I do it on I think a low E flat, pretty easy. So yeah, but I don't know. I don't really play below low E or low E flat. Maybe a low D. I might play a low D. I could do it on a low D, I think. Hey, Tom, what's up? Good morning, bro. I'm going to see you in a bit, right? I was supposed to meet with a manager today, but he canceled on me. So that's tomorrow. So I would have set this later in the day if I had known that guy was going to cancel. But it's okay because I'm taking forever to answer these questions. All right. Let's see. Next question. Let's see. I just started using 12th per your video. I'm not great at it, but I like it. Good, Dave. It's not hard, man. It feels weird at first. Like the hardest part is getting used to playing 2 double bend as the root note. After that, it gets easy, especially like in the middle octave. But okay, so like you can do this stuff, this major pentatonic stuff. I gotta clean these harps. So you have the 5 right here on the 4 blow, then the 6, and then the 1 on 5 draw. And you can get that little chord. And then there's that 3. And then you can flat that 3. Yeah. So that 12th position in that middle octave is a super, super expressive way, an easy way with no bends to play the major pentatonic scale. Once you get used to that, like you'll like it better than second position a lot of the time. Like check, like Howard put out a video. Like I think he was watching my stuff, right? Because I put out this video on the major pentatonic scale in cross harp. And like the week after that, Howard put out a video and he was like, hey, you know what? You don't always have to play the major pentatonic in second position. Man, coincidence? Maybe, right? But how cool is that though, right? Because man, that's true. That's true. Like it can maybe be played better in 12th or differently, like a little jazzier, right? A little less harmonica-y sounding, right? But Howard's the man, right? Hey, Sage, what's up, baby? All right, next question. Hey, Jason, I've got the blues scale down. In your opinion, what scale would you focus next that best suits blues rock playing? I would go with the minor pentatonic. So take the flat 5 out. So instead of playing, see if you can play and improvise, right, without bending 4. It's hard to move around when we get in the habit of that's tough. It's tough to get rid of that note. I had a much harder time playing without the 4 bend and the 1 bend too than I did with it. And then once you get used to it, it's really cool when you put it in. And I'll play without it for a little bit. Now I'll put it in. sounds a lot darker if you, Dave Barrett has this saying. You guys know I'm not really crazy about the saying less is more because I think it's kind of trivial, and I don't think it's true all the time, right? That's the other thing. Like certain players are playing a lot more with more, but what I do like is the phrase accentuate everything, accentuate nothing. I think that's true. That's the extreme. That's the opposite of less is more. And I think that's a better lesson, right? Like, so you can play a lot of notes and a lot of fast stuff, but if you're not playing every note, then you're going to have an effect, right? Mm-hmm. All right. So minor pentatonic. Would you ever consider doing a lesson on Sonny Terry style? Spooky Tooth, bro, I can't do Sonny Terry style, right? I've never really tried, but like it's definitely daunting, right? Like it's kind of like covering like Paul DeLay style. Like you'd have to spend a lot of time trying to learn it, right? And I just never got really too into it, despite the fact that, I never talk about this, but that was Sonny Terry and Brownie McGee were one of my most early influences when I was just starting out. All right. So I'm sorry. Brindisi, Tim, what's up, bro? Bro, you've been playing with many different great musicians in the last month and a half. Has this affected how you approach your own techniques? I've had to study a lot. I've had to learn a lot of songs and like learn the heads of the songs. So I haven't really had much time to think about like how would I play it better myself. Like I'm just trying to get through it. Yeah, you know what I mean, bro? I'm just trying to get through it, man. Oh gosh. Now some of the guys like they don't send me the songs. They're like, "Oh, you got it, Jay." Like people think that I'm a better player than I am because they hear the finished product. But I'll ask them, I'll be like, "Hey, is there any curveballs?" And they're like, "No, it's just straight ahead blues." And then I get there and it's like, "Hey, can you play All of Me in C sharp?" And I'm like, "Oh man, why didn't you send me that?" Yeah. All right. A Static Cat. Jason, my playing died off in the last year or so since I haven't been able to meet up with my buddies and jam. Any suggestions to get my motivation back? That's a great question, A Static Cal. I thought it was Cat. A Static Cal, bro, take this time as an opportunity. This is an opportunity. Look, jamming is great, and there's things that we learn from jamming. There's things that we learn from jamming that there's no way we can learn in real life. And you know that. And that's why you're addicted to jamming, because you're getting something out of it. Not only that real-time interaction and that live vibe, maybe some audience too, right? But you're getting that, when you practice without people, okay, especially without anybody listening, you're really focusing on what you're going to do, and it's going to make the jamming 100 times better. So I would get with some scales, I would get with some harmony, get with some YouTube lessons, and get with some backing tracks, and try playing these ideas over this stuff where nobody can hear you. Try some new positions. The whole COVID thing, the shutdown, there's an aluminum lining in it, but you have to find it. And it's not just the music. And it's hard. It's hard to find it, right? But you got to. This is an opportunity, bro. This is an opportunity. to dance like nobody's watching, right? Take this opportunity and dig into music, right? Study music. You need to study it, right? It's fun, and you can get way good very, very fast. And then when you get back together with your guys, bro, you're gonna have wings to fly, man. And you're gonna be able to talk to them about stuff, right? Hey, man, what were you just playing straight minor seventh chords? Oh, okay, that's cool. You know, what scale you using, bro? Should I just go? Should I just play a minor pentatonic, or maybe a harmonic minor would work over this, right? You can talk to them about that kind of stuff. It'll be great. You'll like it. All right, Jeff Boyer, good morning. Enjoying guitar with Damon Fowler Band. I see what you were talking about last week, how to play with the band and not just solo. I watched it 15 times already. Very enjoyable. Thank you. Oh, yeah, the song Guitar. That's a beautiful song, right? The guitar. Yeah, I love that tune. I heard that on the radio driving to Texas first time. And then when Damon called it, I was blown away. Thanks, man. I'm still working on that too, right? And like what you said, how to play with the band and not just the solo. That was one of the songs that Damon didn't send me that I had to figure out. I'm glad you got a good version of it. Does the TC 7-Up track as well as the POG? I think the answer to that question is no, right? Mal, don't you have both? Mal Stanky, don't you have both of those pedals? I don't have the TC 7-Up. And doesn't the POG track a little better? The Micro POG 2 and the Nano POG? Answer that question for me, man, because I have not tried the TC 7-Up. But I think the reports that I'm hearing say that the Electro Harmonics Micro POG's a little better. Okay. Okay, Andrew Parker. Hey, Jason, I've got the flu. Bummer. It is a bummer. Any advice on practicing when you're sick? Just jam tissues up my nose to stop the snot. I would just take a break, bro. Listen, do some listening, do some music listening, revitalize that fire so that when you do feel better, you're excited to play. Take a break, bro. Take a break. Don't play when you're sick. Yeah, you don't need to. Okay. Good evening. That's my advice. Good evening. Here is Chinese student of Jason Ricci. Oh, thank you, bro. Oh my God, I am so behind. All right. Do you recommend having flat and sharp diatonic harps in the case? Yes. Yan, that's you, right? Of course, bro. Have them all. Yeah, if you can. Advice on what to practice on intermediate level if you have 1 hour. Anything you want. I would go with you could do Little Walter for an hour. You could do Big Walter. You could do Sonny Boy. You could do tongue blocking. You could do tongue block octaves. You could do arpeggiating major chords, major triads. You could do scales. Bro, sky's the limit, man. That's one of the great things about learning music is you can really pick anything that you're into. It all finds its way back to each other. It's like a big cyclical thing. No matter what, you find your way back. As the vocalist front person, your thoughts on how you decide on who takes a solo in what order? Okay. I think that's a pretty good question. If you have a lot of soloists, sometimes you have to exclude a guy. So I think certain songs, like if the song is in B flat and there's a horn player, the horn player is getting the solo. If the song's in C and there's a piano player, the piano player is getting the solo, right? So because those keys are good for those instruments, or easier for those instruments. So I'm gonna play to the strength of the song. If I have a song that's in the right key for an instrument, if it's in E, guitar player is definitely getting a solo, right? Or A, guitar player is getting a solo. So that's one of the ways I look at it, is the key. The other thing is the type of song. Is it jazzy? Is it rocky? If it's a rock song, the guitar player is going to get the solo probably, right? The horn players are going to play parts if you got horn players. If it's funky, the bass player might get a solo, right? Or the drummer. I hope that answers your question, Bob. I think that's a good answer. Question for you, bro. How come my throat vibrato sounds pretty good, but I struggle more on some harps than others, even customs? Using the whole 6 or 5, for instance, I have to be too loud. Jeez. I don't know. I wish I could hear your throat vibrato, Michael. But yeah. Are you playing soft? Try playing softer. That might help. I don't really blow that hard. I had to learn not to blow hard when I started overblowing. Maybe that's it. Kelly Rock, Andrew Parker, practice breathing techniques. You never know when you might have to play sick. Oh, well, Kelly says go ahead and play sick. I don't know. I don't think there's a good answer to that question. Thanks, C. Appreciate you. It sounded great, but way too loud when some other harps are in the lower notes. The volume doesn't have to be too high to make it sound great. Okay. I think that might have been kind of what I said. Jason Campbell, theory got in my head from piano lessons as a kid. Good. I was too hard-headed to listen. Michael Crowell. Also, if you have a tip to make me understand how it's possible to get an overblow while tongue blocking, that would be great. Okay. So I can't overblow tongue blocking. Some of my students can, but I haven't even tried. Part of the reason I haven't tried is I haven't heard a good tongue block overblow that can bend, right? And I'm a big fan of bending overblows everywhere you can to disguise intonation and timbre issues that do exist. Same as I am with regular bend notes. So because I can't do it, I can't really give you a good tip, Michael. Sorry, bro. All right, let's see. I have a chance to play the national anthem. Got any tips other than practice? Oh, shucks. I've never learned that. And somebody asked me if I would have played it at the Chicago Blues Festival if I had known it, and I didn't know it. I don't know. I think that might be a good 12th position song, right? Maybe, right? Let's see. No. Stephen Katko. Overblowing will not chooch out reeds prematurely. No, it won't. It's not different than bending, I don't think. I don't think I go through harps any fast. I think actually I go through harps less fast than people that don't overblow. On average. Okay. I have a video on cleaning harps. Imal. Or now. There's a video. It's called How to Clean a Harmonica the Mongoose-Free Method, which is just a joke. But I use kaboom and alcohol, and 91% alcohol. You can use anything. You could use soap. Okay, you just take a toothbrush and you lightly scrub the reeds, and then with some kind of cleaning agent. That's not too toxic. But if it is toxic, it doesn't really matter as long as you soak those reeds in first water and then 91% alcohol after. And the reason to use the alcohol is you don't have to dry it because it won't rust afterwards. You can, tap it out, dry it as best you can, but you don't have to thoroughly dry it. If something's left a little wet, it's not going to cause rust or erosion. So check out my video. There's other videos. My video is really long and really complicated. I was younger and way too thorough, right? Now I'm older and I'm more relaxed. Okay. When you were, Oh, Andrew Parker thought I was playing the Golden Girls theme on the 12 position stuff. That's funny. I've been fascinated with the harmonica part in the song Purple Pills by D12. I don't know that tune. What are some good songs that use 12 position? Okay. The first one that comes to my mind is Carlos Del Junco's version of the Jitterbug Waltz. It's probably my favorite. Like, oh God, I don't know. Howard plays a million things in 12th position. Here's some of my songs. Sweet Lovin' with My Baby off the Done with the Devil record. There's like usually the solo at the end of I'm a New Man on the J.J. Appleton and Jason Ricci record. There's usually like one 12th position song on every record I do, not by design, but by accident. I think there's not on the new record. There was going to be, and it got cut actually. Check out the Carlos stuff. He plays a lot in 12th and great stuff. That Jitterbug Waltz, I would say, listen to that. Great example of some good major scale stuff. What are some good songs that use 12? Oh, I already answered that. I'd be curious to know what position you think it's in. Oh, I think Dave Harmonica is talking about another song. Did I miss that? All right. I got to get through these questions. If it comes back up again, Dave asked me. Hey, Jason, I just switched Chromatic. Start in third position, Peter. Peter Austin asked about how to get going on a Chromatic. Just listen to some of the Little Walter stuff and then go with like William Clark and George Smith and start seeing if you can use the button. Rod Piazza doesn't use the button barely at all, and he kills it. So just straight third position D minor. Go to a D minor backing track and just start inhaling a lot and get them tongue block octaves, and you'll be killing it in no time. So yeah, Jeff Boyer asked the same question. I use Purple Kaboom and 91% rubbing alcohol to clean my harmonicas. All right. Thanks, Jay. Someday maybe we'll have a bowl of potato soup up here near Sharon, Pennsylvania. I would love to, man. I haven't been eating enough carbs. I'm trying to lose a couple pounds. I would love some potato soup. What's up, Nate? It's very frustrating to master playing all the bend notes instantly in tune during play. Any practice routine suggestion to burn in the notes into my brain? So you can learn songs, okay, and scales and songs. You know, arpeggios will do it too, but like scales are a little easier. So say like we're going to do like the natural minor scale in second position. So it has two bends in it, 3-draw double bend, 3-draw half step bend. So it's like that. There's a place in France. There it is. So that's actually like pretty hard to play in second position because of the bends. Some partying happening. Anyway, so yeah, mess with the bends in the scales, right? Like the harmonic minor scale in third position for me. It's really hard with all the bends. You don't get that 4 blow. So what I'm doing there is I'm going down one and then up one and then down one and then up one. Right? down 3, back up 1, down 3. So I'm not doing that just to play a cool lick. I'm doing that to practice my bends in tune. That needs work. I have to play 4 or less hard. So yeah, scales or songs like, Saints Go Marching In has got that 3 double bend in it. Second. Right? So, learning a song is good too. You don't always need a keyboard or a bendometer or a chromatic tuner. You can use your own ear from your experience of what the song or scale is supposed to sound like. Once you do that, you can kind of start to automatically adjust to what the correct pitch is. All right. Oh, sorry, Nate. I'll see you next time. Hello, mate. Bob says, what would you say is the worst food to eat before playing harmonica? Great question. Popcorn. I think popcorn is the worst, yeah. Anything that gets stuck in your teeth, man. Anything that gets steak, ribs, popcorn, stuff that gets stuck in your teeth. All right. Have you ever thought of doing a monthly cover songs to get more exposure? The Going to California cover you did is ridiculously cool. Thanks, Chicken Man. No, never really thought about that. Like, I know Will Wilde does a lot of that stuff. Man, hey, exposure's great when you can get it, but I don't know. I'd probably learn from it, right? I'm probably just making excuses right now. That's exactly what I'm doing. I'm making excuses because I would learn from it, right? I would learn a new song, and that would be good, and I would get more exposure. But my stupid ego wants to be like, no, I don't care about exposure. I just want to play my harp, man. It's a great idea, Chicken Man. I should do it, right? Have you ever heard a song called Giant Steps? That one? Yeah. Gosh. John Coltrane, baby. Giant Steps, boy. Man, have you ever heard Howard Levy play it? Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. What scale structures you can recommend for Billy Branch and J.D. Taylor style? Okay, so those guys are it would be mostly blues scale, right? But also Mixolydian. And neither of those guys are thinking about that stuff. So I would just learn their styles and learn their licks. And I wouldn't even worry about the scales. But it would be blues scale and Mixolydian mixed together, right? So blues scale with a 5 blow and with the 3 draw too, and with the 3 double bend. See what I mean? So it's Mixolydian mode and blues scale mixed together, okay? But those dudes, they're not thinking about that, right? They're just blowing. Oh, there's a good question. Is the Rougarou more wolf or man? Well, since its head is wolf, since its disposition is violent, I mean, Rougarous will kill you. So, I mean, men will kill you too, right? So the Rougarou or Dogman, right? If you're outside of Louisiana, It's just dog man. Okay, it's like a permanent werewolf, right? Like an upright walking canine. Um, I would say they're more wolf. That's my favorite question, Peter. Thank you. I mean, they got the body of a man and the hands, sort of a man, right? But the feet are wolf. The puss is wolf. The ears are wolf. Wolf. I would say they're more wolf. What do you think, bro? Answer me back. We'll get back to that. Uh, I don't play any piano. J, C. I wish I did, bro. Yeah, man, I need that. Oh, shucks. I lost my place. I am so behind. All right. Okay, let's see. Um, all right. Oh, thanks, Chicken Man. How did you develop your melodic rhythm playing? In your coming home cover, it looks like you're playing before the beat. Discover that was something else. That was a long time ago. Okay, so that record, Feel Good Funk, and that cover. First of all, I haven't heard that record in a good 15 years. Um, I probably was playing ahead of the beat. I think most of my 20s, I played ahead of the beat. There was a lot of urgency when I was younger in my music, which, sounded good at the time in a way. Okay. Um, Now I'm older and I'm relaxing more musically. Um, I don't have that immediate like need to attack quite as quickly as I did. There's nothing wrong with playing ahead of the beat. There's nothing wrong with playing on the beat, and there's nothing wrong with playing behind the beat, as long as you know where the beat is. The only way to know where the beat is to practice playing on the beat. Then you can play behind. So if once you know where it is, you're better. Um, yeah, so my younger playing is very, very much pushing. It's driving. It's driving, 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 driving. There's less of that now. Okay, unless sometimes I'll play ahead of the beat by accident because I'm nervous. So I'm rushing things. And then once I know the song, I can kind of relax and pull it back a little, right? Chill. That's how you know how to play behind or on or behind is you got to relax and then you can do whatever you want. The know your song well before you start singing, what Bob Dylan says, right? I have so much trouble with blow, draw triplets. Any tips? Okay. So blow, draw, draw. I think I have a harder time with blow, draw, blow. Like those are hard, right, for me. But draw, at least you have two draws. Try that one. 6 blow, 5 draw, 4 draw. Or 9 blow, 9 draw, 8 draw. Or 2 draw, 2 double bend, 1 draw. Or 3 draw, 3 double bend, or 3 half step bend, either one, 2 draw. Or 4 draw, 4 bend, 3 draw. 4 blow, 3 draw, 2 draw. Hey, check out my video on triplets. That's what I would do. It's all that kind of stuff. I hope that helped. Oh, Mal's got the subbing up, but not the pog. So jury's still out. Sorry. I would go with the pog. That's what I would do. Hello, Jason. The micro pog, right? Are you going to play the new club in Portsmouth, New Hampshire, Jimmy's Jazz and Blues Club? Would love to have you. I would love to come play it. We should send him an email. Tell him you want Joe Crown with Jason Ricci, right? We'll come play the jazz club. Yeah. All right. Thanks, Nate, for answering that. Hey, Jason, when to use low-key harmonicas and how can we improve its playing style? Okay. So if a harp is like that you need's like too high, like an E flat or an E or an F, which aren't always too high for me. But if you want some variety or you want to sound more like a horn, right? Maybe go with a low E flat or a low F, right? Instead of a regular high F or an F. If you just want more cojones, right? Balls, right? Go with a lower harp, okay? And like Dennis Grunling says, for the bends, it's like swallowing a golf ball, right? All right, what am I going to eat and drink before a gig? Great question. Okay. I'm not going to eat, not for at least 3 hours before the gig, okay? If I have to eat before the gig, I might eat something like sushi or just salad, okay? And then really rinse out with some water and maybe brush my teeth too. So I try not to eat at all. Drinking before the gig, anything with no sugar, black coffee, Diet Coke, preferably just water, sparkling water, water with bubbles, water is gas, as they say in Europe, gas. That's my answer. You are doing fine, not behind at all. All good. Thanks, Herb. I really enjoyed your Cajun Zydeco class. How about another with a tremolo or octave tuned harp? Oh, wouldn't that be cool? I don't have one, man. I need to work on that. I need to get one. The Rougarou lives along Highway 24 along the Intercoastal Canal. He takes the form he needs to show. Man. Have you had a Rougarou experience, Santo? I hope not. That would be very unfortunate. I have the Pog, tried other pedals, nothing, track chords like it. Never tried the TC, just curious. The Pog does a great job. The new ad on the Pentaharp came up this morning. I heard about that. I lost my place. All right, let's see. All right. Oh, thank you for the tips. Dowd, how am I saying your name, bro? Dowd? Lamajfi? Man, I appreciate that, bro. Thank you very much. A lot of salty popcorns make my lips swell, too. Hi, Jason. It's so spontaneous. Oh, thank you, Marcos. Being French from Montreal, it's called the Loup-Garou up here. Yes, you're right. And actually, in northern Louisiana, they call the Loup-Garou, not the Loup, but it's the P is silent, right? The Loup-Garou, right? Right. And that's actually the right way to say it. Rougarou is a slang, a Louisiana slang from southern Louisiana, from the people that don't speak French well or at all. But you're right. It is called the Loup-Garou. That is right. Or the Loup-Garou, right. That is exactly right. Oh, Rougarou. See the shirt? I got to see the shirt today. The Rougarou right there. Dogman. Dogman is the modern day version because not everybody calls them Rougarous anymore. All right. I need to prep. All right. Let's see. Hey, Jason, do you have any tips on making third sound less muffled sounding? What's going on with your third position playing that it sounds muffled? I'm curious. Like, you mean, are you bending too much? Like, you mean down there on the bottom? Man, I'm predictable. It's like, just run some scales. Listen to that. It's so messed up. Man, do I need to practice. So that's third. Here's cross. Third. So I don't understand why it's sounding muffled. So I'm sorry that I don't know why, and I can't help more. I don't know. I'm so sorry, Rob. I just don't understand that. Maybe write more, and I'll get to it. I need practice that forces me to actually use the 4-draw bend, right? Or are you talking about the 4-draw bend or the 4 overblow? Somehow, because I tend to improv, I ignore it second and third positions. Are you talking about the 4 bend or the 4 overblow? I think you're talking about the 4-draw bend. So if you're talking about the 4-draw bend, the blues scale, right? This would be a good time to practice the blues scale. So like the Charlie Daniels lick. Put one down to Georgia. So just anything with a blues scale in it. All right. I play along with Motown. Good. You find a lot of 12th position stuff works with a lot of that Motown stuff. Paul Kearns. I started playing again after 20 years. Special 20s don't seem to have the quality they used to. Not thrilled with Lee Oscar, but at least reeds can be replaced. What do you suggest? Okay. Hohner harmonicas are playing better than they've ever played. Now, are they lasting as long as they used to? I don't know. Okay. The reeds are thinner. They're using a double beveled profile, like a knife. And that's why they're bending and overblowing easier. Not to mention the tolerances are much tighter, much better. So Hohner harmonicas, are special 20s included, are actually playing better than they ever have. Now, whether they're lasting as long or not, I don't know. I haven't played Lee Oscars since I was a kid, like in my teens. And maybe I had a couple in my 20s still. That were left over from my teens. But those harps do not overblow well, so I don't play them. Do they last longer than Hohners? I don't know, okay? My experience is that anytime you blow hard, you're going to blow out reeds, almost no matter what harp you're using. So I would recommend not playing as hard, you still get almost the same amount of volume out of this as you do out of this. The only difference is I didn't play as hard the second time. All right. It's a minute decibel, right, that comes with blowing harder. So all you're doing is, look, anytime I'm stressed out, I play too hard too. Okay. It's not just you. It's me too. Okay. Anytime I'm nervous or tense or have some kind of anxiety, I'm liable to play harder than I need to. Okay. All right, let's see. How often do you tongue block while playing? I just learned splits in tongue block. It's great. Okay. Yeah, a lot. So, especially if I'm playing any kind of Chicago blues, this is an A flat, a lower one. Pretty sloppy. Anyway, look, so that whole sound though, even if it's sloppy, it's killer. It's that patah, patah, patah. So everything's 100% tongue blocking, no lip pursing. I'm tongue blocking one draw when I play two. And I'm not even playing the octaves. I'm just hitting one note. I could play the octaves too. Right, but I'm actually just hitting single notes, tongue blocking all the way up and down. So I'll use it anytime I want that kind of rhythmic slap. But if I'm playing just jazzy stuff, anything with the intricate bending or cleaner, I'm gonna lip purse to get a little more legato. I should try Shotgun by Junior Walker and the All-Stars. All right, I will try it. Some Mixolydian tongue block riffs. Okay, let's do that. I'll go back to the C harp. So here's your Mixolydian mode. So if I was in tongue block the whole thing, John Popper actually at the beginning of that Dave Matthews song does some really cool chordal tongue blocking. Right, I can't do it right. I don't remember the tune, but it's just great. It's just great. Yeah. What is a good blues song for a beginner, intermediate to play with a guitarist, singer that comes from pop and reggae? A blues song for a beginner, intermediate that comes from pop and reggae. Pop and reggae. A blues song that comes from pop and reggae. for a beginner? I don't know. Anybody? Maybe Get Up, Stand Up. It's got blues licks in it. Lee Oscar actually got Slipping Into Darkness. Put up, put up, put up, put up. You got that from Bob Marley. Let's go with Slipping Into Darkness by War. Mm-hmm. All right. Looking more like Medusa every day. Hey, John Fraser. Hey, baby. Yeah. Let's see your hair, bro. Let's see your hair. Look at that, baby. Wow. Wow. Look at these babies. These are gorgeous, man. These aren't your average, ordinary, everyday dreadlocks. These are all natural, baby. All natural. This is just a lot of neglect, man. And look at them. And they're clean. Smell like mint, minty. You can wash them. You don't have to do nothing with these, boy. These are beautiful. All right. Harmonica, John Fraser. That's what's up. Let's see your hair, bro. Since you play gigs professionally, do you ever just go out on the street and play? Pretty rarely. Pretty rarely. And you know, like I haven't done it since unless I had to, right? Like for money, like back in the day. Yes, the do is good. Thanks, Brandusi. Work song. Yeah, I hit that earlier. It's mostly the last thing. Okay, definitely don't be a blowhard. No, John Fraser. Loud stage volume incites playing too hard. Yes. What is the best? Or you just get a bigger amp. How about that, John? What is the best rhythmic lesson for splits? Taj Mahal. Or any Zydeco. Yeah, I'm having fun doing that. Yeah. Zydeco. Yeah. What is the best lesson for splits, for rhythmic splits? Or maybe Big Walter. Right? Maybe that Big Walter. Maybe Walter's Boogie. That Big Walter stuff's good too. Or Taj. Big Walter or Taj. That's what we're going to say, right? Yeah. You can practice longer too if you don't blow as hard. That's true. I love my MS Blues harp. Very easy to open and clean. Yeah, Jerry. I know you have a video, but can you tell us tabs to play low octave chromatic? Okay, I'll tell you the tabs. So one blow is the 7. So let's see. Low octave chromatic. One blow. It's going to be in the chat. 1 draw. 2 draw. 3 blow. 3 draw. 3 blow. Slide in. 4 blow, 4 draw. There's the blues scale. Right, I think. If I'm wrong, it's obviously my fault. Some good. Finally, a cigar question, man. All right. I can't do that Sonny Boy thing without the harp. The only closest thing I can do is a accordion imitation. I can't do that Rick Estrin stuff. That's amazing. That Sonny Boy stuff. I think Dennis can do it. All right. Really love your videos. It starts with me and Nuit's Waltz. Thank you. The contrast on Nuit's Waltz between the fast drums and your melancholy playing is so nice. Thank you. I was always kind of not sure I liked those drums, but that's nice. I hear you saying that. I think he means that the guitar player and singer come from a pop and reggae background. Okay, I know. Right about that question. Can you answer it, Charlie A? I can't think of it. My hair is short and my beard is long, John Frazier. All right, bro. Sweet Home Chicago is good for beginners. Fun song to play. Love the chugging on Inhale's only lesson. What are some good licks to put in between? I would start with some major pentatonic stuff. So you got your... So the three draw, double bend, two draw. Or three double bend, three draw. And then just add in the next note in the major pentatonic, four draw. Jason. So I'm just using the first four notes of the major pentatonic and just practicing going up and down. Just that kind of stuff, right? Uh-oh. Cigar went out. You know how much I hate that. I hate when the cigar goes out. And I don't have my torch lighter because I had to fly. All right. I'm doing a country gig tonight. I play first position on 8 or 9 tunes. Wow. To catch that proper country seventh note. Can you play something pretty in first that's country? I can't, Steven. Dude, check out Mike Caldwell. All right. That guy is amazing first position country player. Dude, you got me beat. If you're doing 7 or you're doing 8 or 9 tunes in first, you're killing it, dude. You're killing it. And to get that major 7, yeah, you're right. First is the one, or 12th, right? But boy, bro, you got me beat, bro. I couldn't do one song in country in first. I just default second position country player, or 12th, right? That's maybe it. You got me beat, bro. You should make a video yourself, man. I'm sorry I can't help you more. You should make a video for us, for me, right? Jonathan Let's tells me that Bob Marley actually got the Get Up, Stand Up lick from Slipping in the Darkness. Lee said that? Because I thought on his Instagram he said that he got it from them. Now I'm really confused. How do you recommend starting to work on your vibrato? Okay, so just grab a one draw on a harp and then just breathe out, like and in. Like in succession, like start like slow, like one, two, three, and then try to speed it up. And then inhale. Because you can learn breath vibrato. Throat vibrato and stuff you will figure out like almost overnight. Tastes good, but it doesn't taste as good before it went out. As good as it did before it went out. All right, let's see. Okay, Jerry Van said, I see clearly now the rain is gone. Good suggestion. 5, Jimmy Cliff. 5, draw the last note. What harp are you playing now? Marine band. That was a marine band. Slipping into darkness is a good suggestion. Thanks. Thanks, Chicken Man. For the pop guitar player question, Dave Matthews, what would you say? Yeah, that's it, dude. Thanks, bro. Does your harmonica smell bad? No. I mean, I don't know. Maybe I can't smell them, right? What would you do on roller coaster? I don't know. I'd play a few bars of it the way Little Walter did, and then I would stop and I'd play it like me, because like 5 people have covered it note for note. So why bother? Light that cigarette is like an overdove. I think he means overblow. I shot the sheriff is a pretty common reggae tune for blues jams. Hey, there you go, Boris. There we go. This one's an A flat, right? But I can switch to an A. That's a little more common. All right, I'm at the bottom. I'm all caught up. Oh, I think somebody asked a cigar question. I can't find it. Oh yeah, Sage, my old friend. What country's cigar do you smoke? Nicaragua, right? This is an Oliva Melanio, Melanio. And man, is it tasty. Getting some like sweet cherry, espresso, coffee. Smooth all the way through. You can see I'm in the final third here. And it's still a nice smoke, right? Sometimes you get down to this level. If you've been smoking too fast, it doesn't matter how good the cigar is, it'll all taste the same. But if you smoke slow, but don't let it go out. Don't let it go out. Like have a hit every like 45 seconds or a minute, maybe even a minute and a half in between tokes. Give it a nice long draw, right? Let the last part retro hit out of your nose, something like this, right? Like yoga, right? Like yoga, like. That's how you get the most taste out of a cigar, right? That last little bit, let that come out your nose. Just the last part. Otherwise, you're going to burn your nose. It tastes like pine needles. And just like you don't want to smoke too fast. Anyway, I'm thinking about starting a cigar channel. How often do you play through smaller amps? I always see you performing with the big rigs and wonder if you ever prefer the smaller amp sound. Good question, Chad. Only in the studio, bro. Only in the studio. And I might use it on one song on a record, right? Anytime I'm looking for something really, really dirty. And then, of course, when I go into a small amp, I don't use any pedals at all, right? I just get for the total personality of the amp. The only reason I even use a tube amp is for sag, is for that natural kind of voltage drop when you dig in a little bit and just how that compresses and sounds. I dig that. Otherwise, I would just blow the pedal board through the PA system, right? Have it put back in the monitors or play through like a giant bass amp or something, right? Like Chris McCulloch used to do, right? I think Jeff, I think like the other brands are great. Like, I have not tried Mexican Spartas Santo, but I do smoke Mexican tobacco, San Andreas wrappers and binders, sometimes Mexican filler and stuff. But yeah, it's a lot of companies from the DR in Nicaragua and in Ecuador and even Costa Rica use Mexican tobacco, very underrated tobacco. So I would try Mexican Spartas, absolutely. I would, going back to your question, Jeff, I would check out some of the Suzukis and check out some of the Seidels, right? But yeah, I mean, I think the Honers will do the best. I never inhale cigar smoke into my lungs. Never, never. Um, I am out on Jameis Winston, completely out. I I never liked him. I didn't like him as a backup. I didn't like the decision to sign him. Um, I'm totally against Jameis Winston playing for the New Orleans Saints. I would rather have a 7-9 season with Taysom or less. I don't like him. I don't like his history as a human being. And the accusations that have been made against him are founded. There's a whole documentary called Hunting Ground. There's out of court settlements. I'm not into Jameis Winston. Not at all. All right. But I support the Saints and I support the team. But I do not support Jameis Winston as an individual or a football player. All right. I used to play herrings back in the day. I don't do the flavored cigars, HR. I don't do that. This has got enough flavor in it without added flavor. I like that subtle tobacco. Cheers from North Carolina. What's up, Jerry? Big fan from Beijing. What's happening, bro? Since 2008. Thanks, man. All right. All right, guys, I'm going to wrap it up. I got to get ready for a meeting with Tom Halchak. Maybe we'll get you a live video from Tom Halchak's stuff. All right. Oh, that's so nice to hear that I've inspired so many harp players in China. How about Tansy Lou, boy? Wow. I heard her playing some Django stuff the other day. Thank you, guys. I appreciate you. I'm going to end the stream right now. Thank you so much. I appreciate you tuning in. I'll see you next time. Love you all, man. Talk to you later. Bye. Hey, what's up, CK Kirby? What's up, baby? All right, I'm out. Laters.